Hi everyone, I hope you're well. Right, up today I've got this lovely crystal decanter and I have drawn a scorpion on the front. Well, it's all the front, so I picked a side and I've drawn a scorpion, and I will be quite deeply engraving this fella. I love all the bits and pieces that are included in his body and the spiky tail, but I'll be engraving quite deep and then adding lots of shading and whatever textures, if I see any hairs and that sort of thing. I've got a picture from a royalty-free website that I subscribe to. There are quite a few online, and definitely worth it when you are wanting a good clear image to work with. Basically, as you can see, I've taken the basic shapes, but then I will be doing my own thing with it. Just a simple scorpion on the front of this whiskey decanter. Let's have some fun. Okay, while this looks like it might be a Dura White in the drill, sorry about it disappearing out the top of the screen there, it's actually a very fine grit green stone. You can use a Dura White, you can use really any other stone, and as you've seen me use before, go for it with a diamond if you really feel like it. But I, in general, like to use a little soft, sort of a half-tone burr. Just the basic outlines, and in actual fact, this little thing is quite thick. It's actually thicker than I thought. For some reason, I wasn't expecting the line to be quite this wide, so I'm being quite careful. And you will notice on the legs, I've just done the bottom of the legs, the skinnier bit, I've done a single line, and in the end they will be much thicker, but I've made sure that I have done skinny little lines, and I will build them up, as simple as that. It's easier to build them up rather than trying to get them any smaller, because basically that's just not going to work. Right, here we go, and I'm showing you something I don't normally show. In fact, I usually forget, and that is the fact that I have got tape on the top of the decanter so that grit and dust doesn't go into the decanter. Right, lots of water and a lovely, lovely diamond burr. You will notice that it is particularly large, so if you're not confident with a large burr to initially fill in the fattest areas, then use a smaller one, because you don't want to go outside those lines. And I am quite confident with this, but you will notice that I stay well within my outlines, and in some cases, obviously near the points, I leave them alone completely. But it is the quickest and most efficient way to fill in a large area, and that is to use a large burr. And this is a sintered burr, and it is it's really, really efficient, and in no time at all it is chewing well into the glass. I am referring to the image quite a lot, just to make sure that my lines are roughly accurate. I mean, it's a scorpion, but there are many different kinds of scorpions, and it doesn't matter. It can be a fantasy scorpion. So, but I just want to make sure that, for example, the number of legs, I'm still confused about that, to be honest, and I will be referring to the picture and other pictures as we go along. You can always refer to several different pictures if the one that you're using doesn't have exactly what you need to see. I'm going to show you very quickly with a bit of white tack roughly how far it's already gone in to the glass. Yeah, not that deep, but it's relatively deep. But I'm nowhere near finished, obviously. Right, next size down. This is a littler. This is a smaller diamond burr. It's also a sintered burr. I do rather like the sintered burrs. Diamond grit all the way through. Bit more expensive, but last much longer. And lots of water still, and filling in the slightly smaller areas. So these back segments, the segments going up his tail, or her tail, who knows? They are a pretty basic shape at the moment, but ultimately, and in the next video, when I add all the final touches, you will see that I will change this shape, and they will suddenly morph into something rather more exciting. But in the meantime, you'll notice also that I'm adding in some extra little bits and blobs, and there are lots of segments underneath the body, behind the legs. So I'm just making a suggestion of those with this burr. And now to a burr slightly smaller still. And this is the point where I neaten the edges, get rid of the outline, and blend the outside inwards. I'm also giving this claw has got an interesting shape, so I'm just giving it a little bit more definition of shape. You'll see in the middle of it. Now there are very gentle little serrations on the inside of these claws, and I'm starting with a little hint of them using this burr, and then we'll define them a little bit more with a smaller burr later on. So this burr is really, really important, and it's not a sintered diamond, it's an old diamond, and it's not really as sharp as I expected it to be. But sometimes an old burr with a lot of water and a fair amount of speed will do a pretty good job, and I'm quite happy with what it's doing here, and it's certainly neatening the edges rather nicely, blending in, and also it is the same tone as the bright diamonds I've used before. So you'll see I'm being a little bit more careful, adding more definition to these shapes. Just having a little look. I'm nowhere near finished these neatened edges, but I just thought I'd dry it off and have another little look and show you a bit of the depths again with some white tack, which I'm just loosening up there. There, that's looking quite exciting. Bit more definition. You can see the bit of serrated claw going on there. In fact, you can see it much easier than you can see it on the actual glass. So back to that same diamond burr. So when engraving something like this bottom end of the claw, which is clearly more in the distance, don't go that deep. Just keep it a little bit more shallow, and so that you can just touch it up to the edge of the upper one. And actually, once you've added the half tones, you will see that because you've gone shallow with the diamond, it will blend nicely with the half tone burr later on and polish much easier. You will notice I'm now going on to the skinnier part of the legs, and these come in two more little segments. When you've got the water like this and the lots of dust inside these shapes, and with the light shining down, you can see quite clearly the ridges, and you can, if you see something that's showing up too much, like a lump in the middle where you would prefer it to be smoother, the light picks up the dust floating around while it's wet, and you can see very clearly, so you can just sort it out. You don't want to have little donut shapes here. You want to make sure that it's deeper in the middle and gently coming up shallow to the edge. You know me, I like a little bit of texture, and I think whether this chap has got actual texture on his tail or not, later on it's quite likely that I will be adding more texture. He's certainly got little hairs and spikes, so those will be fun to add later on. Now I've got a ditty tiny little burr, so we've gone down size even more, and I'm sorting out his chompers. And there are these tiny little feet at the end of each leg. These are the basic shapes of them, and of course they have a funny little fan shape, which we'll obviously do in the end, with these tiny little spiky hairy bits. So altogether this guy is quite scary. And this is a good little burr to add his sting at the end of his tail. Right, I've got green stone, which I am just making sure that it doesn't have any rough bits on it. Sometimes a tiny little rough bit will protrude. So now I'm going to test it on this tatty old glass. Just running it very lightly, and it should be nice and smooth. A smooth half tone. This is a green stone. And the drill is running very slowly. It is not going very fast at all. Probably about, I don't know, 10,000 RPM. And I'm just very, very lightly going over all the blank bits of glass. In fact, I see I leave a couple out, but that doesn't matter. It's just, it's a good step to do next. So you can see the whole thing a little bit more solid. Before we go into the next stage of lots and lots of detail. So there you go. What do you think so far? Let's have a look. That's pretty cool. Yep, that's pretty cool. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that. My little scorpion. And I'll see you soon in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.